Hello my friends, today we are editing an infrared photo. We are going to take this photo and turn that into this photo. This is infrared editing with a channel swap. So let's get started. I will go into develop, and the first thing I would like to do is just apply an camera profile. I created this with the Adobe DNG converter, and there we go. Now we have a more correct white balance. I will close that. I will also use the color picker and make sure that it's on the greens. I want those greens to be completely white. If you're not familiar with infrared photography, it is really easy to do, and you can do it as cheaply as with $50 infrared filter. And the reason why the leaves of the greens turned white and infrared is because of the chlorophyll into the leaves. It just reflects infrared light really well, and the sensor of the camera sees it like this. Now I'm going to take this image into Photoshop to do a channel swap, Command E to send it to Photoshop. And now into Photoshop, I will go into the adjustment and I will go to channel mixer. Into the red channel mixer, you see it's at 100. I'm gonna put this one at 0, and I'm going to put the blue channel at 100. We're just swapping these two channels. And then I'll go over here and change it to blue channel. And here I'll put the red at 100 and I will put the blue at 0. And now we did a channel swap. Right click on the layer and flatten the image, and then I will just close it and save it, and it will go back into Lightroom where we'll continue our edits. Into the Lightroom, first I would like to add a little bit of contrast. I'll take down the highlights a little bit so I don't overexpose the leaves. I will open up the shadows quite a bit. I will hold down Option while move the white slider so I can see if I'm clipping anything. And I will do the same thing with blacks, move it to the left until I get a little bit of pure black. Something like this. I'm not sure I'm happy with my white balance. I will take another. There you go. Maybe that's a better white balance over here. And that is looking not bad. I will also add some texture and some clarity. I will add some vibrance, quite a bit of vibrance. And then I also would like to put an S-curve just to give it a little bit more contrast. And I like doing this in my images quite a lot. Something like that. And then I will leave the blacks so they're not so pure black. Now I feel like the male over here has a little bit too much color, so I would like to deal with that. But first of all, let's see, into the camera calibration, I'll take the hue of the primary blue and I'll shift it a little bit more towards blue because I don't like that cyan looking for my sky, and I feel like this looks a little bit more natural. Another thing I would like to do is to remove some of this color into the male. Even though this is a colored infrared image, I like to keep it pretty neutral other than the blue. So I'll create a radial filter, something like that. And then I will, let's see, maybe I will increase the exposure a little bit. Maybe I'll open up the shadows some more. I'll take some blacks in just to, bring back some of that contrast. And then I will take the saturation down and desaturate that. Not all the way, but quite a bit, because I do not want that brown color in there. And that looks so much better to me. I will close my masking. And now let's see, into the HSL, maybe I want to darken the blues a little bit, go to luminance and bring down the blues. And that looks better. The overall exposure seems a little bit too bright, so maybe I'll take the overall exposure down a little bit. Something like that. And that is looking better. Let's see, am I making sure I'm not clipping anything? And I'm clipping a little bit, so I'll bring the whites just a little bit down. That looks great. And let's see, what else can we do? I want to add some sharpness, so I'll put this at around 60, and holding down Option, I will mask it to make sure I am not sharpening the water or the sky. And that looks great. I'll click on Remove Chromatic Aberration and enable Profile Correction. And then the only other thing I would like to do is maybe apply a vignette. So I'll take the vignette quite strongly to maybe -90. I'll bring the midpoint down to something like that. And then I will feather it to 100% and now open up the amount back to maybe, let's see, maybe just -5. I don't want it to be too strong of a vignette. I feel like I'm already getting the corners pretty dark. And that is looking great. Let's see a before and after. Well, this is before, after we brought it from Photoshop, and this is the after. I think it's looking quite good. Maybe I want to add a little bit of clarity to the meal over there. So I'll go back into my mask, and I'll click on the mask that I already had, and then add maybe some clarity to 20 and texture to 20, clarity to 21, and maybe even some sharpness there just to make it really, really crisp. And there you have it. This is how I would edit. Oh, let's make sure it's straight. I'm not sure it's straight. I will use in the crop tool, I will use this angle tool, and I like to run it down one of these lines that I know it should be straight. And there you go. It was pretty straight. I did not have to do that. And this is how I would edit infrared photos using a channel swap. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Skyler Ewing. I'll see you in my next video.